You're on Artist on Record, your ultimate intimate conversation with your favorite artist. If it is your first time here, make sure you do me a favor. Subscribe, hit that bell to be notified so you don't miss any other episodes. Also, I got one of these. I hope you guys got one of those. And if you don't, down below, we have a store. Make sure you check us out in Patreon or become a member right here on YouTube. You could join. Just press that join button for $9.99 a month. That's right, per month. That's actually only 2 coffees at Starbucks. Alrighty. In the meantime, we have a wonderful guest coming up here in VIP All Access. Today we have the wonderful Suzi Quatro. That's right. You might remember her as the cool chick, Leather Tuscadero from Happy Days. The queen of rock and roll is here, Suzi Quatro. And also, one of my favorite duets, Stumbling In. Well, she has done another duet. She has a new album out. It's Face to Face. You can pre-order it now. Links will be in our description. The actual album will be released August 11th. That's right. But there's a video right now out there. Shine a light on me. And I'll play a couple of bars from that right now. 4 seconds of it. Check it out.
Okay, I'm about to start my first recording session with Katie. I don't know what the day's gonna bring. I can't keep talking all day long, you know.
I got a fanboy with you. You know what? Thanks for coming back on, and I'm going to pre-record this in my Patreon and edit it out for YouTube. Just take the highlights and to take out my nervousness because I'm stumbling. I'm stumbling
okay.
in.
You're stumbling in.
So opportunity knocked on my door.
Links are down below. After this airs, you might see above Suzi's head a link. It'll take you right to her website. Suzi's record, Face to Face, comes out August 11th. It's my mom's birthday, so it's weird how that all works. But
synergy.
Really is. Here's 4 seconds of it. Check it out, everybody. I'm going to play more, but those StreamYard gods will come after me. They
Why?
Really will.
Why are they doing it?
It's copyright.
Okay.
They'll block me out.
Ah, okay.
Suzi, this is the world we live in. It's not
I know.
rock and roll like we are.
We're all just we're all just numbers now.
Oh, it's so crazy. But Suzi has a great webpage, and you guys, everybody can check it out. So August 11th, the album Face to Face comes out, but the single, that video is out now. You could stream it, go to Suzi's site. Which is a weird connection right now, and I was thinking about this. Elvis was your it as a child. It opened up doors for you. Then you do All Shut Up, which Elvis loved. Elvis wanted to meet you because he loved that song, which I don't know what you were thinking that day, but you didn't go. And then you got to record with the Jordanaires, with James Burton. You got to record a song that's just incredible right there. But this album is on Sun Records.
I told you I wasn't supposed to meet Elvis because he's been on my shoulder since the age of 5.5. I'm even ended up on his label.
So the beginning, it's what we're referencing to for the people who don't know, which they probably do know.
Okay.
As a kid, you saw Elvis.
Yeah, there's been like about 10 or 11 Elvis Epiphanies. The first was 5.5 years old, watching the Ed Sullivan Show. And my big family, 5 kids, my elder sister by 9 years. She was the right age, So I'm watching her. Out comes Elvis. He's doing Don't Be Cruel. She's screaming. And I looked at him, only 5.5. I'm going, what's the matter with you? And then I looked at the TV and I went in to the TV. And the light bulb moment, I'm going to do that. Don't ask me why. 5.5 years old. And that stayed with me. Then we joined the band at 14. Then at 18, I'm watching the comeback special. And I decide I'm going to wear leather. Then I do an audition with the band. Mickey Most comes to Detroit. And I did 2 songs only because I was shoved in the back for about 18 months while the band changed form. So I only went up for 2 songs, unusually, because I was the fun person. And I did one I wrote, and Jailhouse Rock. Mickey offered me a solo contract. I went to the UK. had a big #1. This is the 50th year of Can the Can being #1. Recorded the first album, and we did All Shook Up. Okay. Then that got released in America as a single, and I went over there to tour back to America in '74. And I was in Memphis, and the phone rang, and it was Elvis's people. And then he got on the line. I nearly died. And he said, I've heard your version of All Shook Up, and I think it's the best since my own. And would you like to come to Graceland? And I said, I always remembered, I said, but I'm very busy because I wasn't nervous to meet him. I wasn't quite ready yet. That's all. So then fast forward, you go to 1977. I got asked to come and audition for a part in Happy Days. So I flew from Japan to LA, and I did the audition. They said, go back to your hotel room. We're going to talk about you. You know, I met the Fonz and the director and the producer. And I went back to my hotel room, switched on the TV, waiting by the phone. Did I get the part? The phone rings. They said, okay, we don't just want you for the 2-part episode. We want you for 15 episodes. I went, wow. And right then, as they said this to me on the phone, on came the TV with the newsflash. The king is dead.
Good evening. Elvis Presley died today. He was 42. Apparently, it was a heart attack.
So simultaneous. You can't make this stuff up. You know, he's been here the whole... So then, I come back then in December to film my first 2 episodes. And I'm standing there, and the producer comes up with this man. And he said, Suzi, I'd like you to meet Nudie. He's going to be doing your clothes for the show. He was Elvis's personal tailor.
Wow. I didn't know that part. Yeah.
Then I finally wrote my tribute to Elvis called Singing with Angels.
Singing with angels. Singing with angels.
Which you talked about. I called Ray Walker from the Jordanaires. I called James Burton. And they kind of were hemming and hawing. They said, oh, God, we're inundated with tribute songs. And then they said, but since it's you, send the song. So I sent the song. Within about 6 hours, they said, book the studio. We're in. So I went to Nashville, recorded with the Jordanaires. Gordon Stokes actually came out of the hospital to be on this session with me. Wow. And Ray Walker has gone on record as saying it's the best tribute song he ever heard for Elvis. So I did it with James Burton in the studio to my hero.
Only boy got the GI blues. That's all right.
Okay, then 2 more. We took a little break while I was doing that show, that recording session. And James was outside with me. And I said, would you like to hear my album I'm working on? He said, sure. Gave him the headphones. He's walking around listening. He came back to me. And he said, I got to tell you something, Suzi. And I said, what? He said, you got what Elvis had. And I went, my eyes went that big. I don't even care if he was lying. He said it. He said, okay, I can only explain it this way. Whatever you do is you. What a compliment. And now I'm on Sun Records.
You know what, Suzi? I'm giving you one of these. That was a wonderful Suzi Quatro. And of course, you could pre-order Face to Face right now. Links are in our description. The album will be out August 11th. And make sure you check Shine a Light on Me. The video is out now. And also, if you want to find this unedited and be a member, join. Press that join button or join us on Patreon. Supports the cause. It helps the channel. In the meantime, remember, it's only rock and roll, and we like it. And who loves you, baby? We do. Now it's that time. Catch you all later.